Hi, dear friends. Today, our Catholic Church celebrates the feast of Visitation of Mary, May 31st. The month of May began with the feast of Saint Joseph, and today ends with the feast of the Blessed Virgin Mary. The whole Gospel brings us the good news of a God who is in constant relationship with us humans and wants us to be in mutual support and love. That is precisely what Mary does when she visits Elizabeth, her cousin. Mary travels to the hill country, to the house of Zachariah and Elizabeth. The most common of the reflections on the visitation talk about Mary's readiness to help her cousin who became pregnant in her old age. Mary teaches us about our willingness to help. Mary herself needed a change of environment as she was pregnant before her marriage. No amount of her explanations would have convinced her neighbors, family, or even Joseph about her pregnancy, except for the angel's intervention. She would soon be exposed among her neighbors and friends, and that would mean her own life was in danger. Where could she find someone who would understand her? Angel Gabriel had given her the answer. Zechariah and Elizabeth would be the only couple who would understand and accommodate her because they are also going through a similar experience. Mary promptly left for the house of Zechariah, where she would stay for 3 months. At the very moment Mary met Elizabeth, she was given all the confirmation she needed regarding her new mission. Luke presents Mary as a tabernacle of the Most Holy Trinity. Here, she is carrying God the Son in her womb. When Mary greets Elizabeth, she is filled with the Holy Spirit, says the Gospel. And Elizabeth cried out aloud, "How did this happen to that the mother of my Lord should come to me?" For Mary, there was an occasion of echoing the message of the angel which she heard in the Annunciation. It must have been a moment of strengthening her faith in God's promises. Elizabeth gives an ideal example of instilling the distressed with appreciation and encouragement. She does not doubt this unnerved, pregnant teenager. When one is filled with the Holy Spirit, one can only appreciate, encourage, love, and accept. How often do our words and actions bring sleeplessness and anxiety to the people around us? Mary and Elizabeth are ordinary people like any of us. Nevertheless, these ordinary women show us a path that we too can follow if we ask for it every day and pray for it in faith. Contemplation. Mary sings the song of thanksgiving that will remain as an expression of thanksgiving for all of God's children. How to say the rapture of her heart. She attributes everything to the glory of God, forgetting herself. It is the meaning of the whole song. It was God who did great things in her. It is His work of mercy. He came in the power of His arm to humble the proud and to lift up the little ones. He came to plunder those who clung to the goods of the earth and to enrich those in need with His gifts. Came to fulfill the promises made to the patriarchs. This whole mystery of the visitation overflows with the charity of the heart of Jesus, which pours out its graces on those it visits, and the humble recognition of the heart of Mary, which teaches us to express all our gratitude to God. faithfully attributing to Him all the good that operates in us. Your poor servants, very humble and very small. The Magnificat will serve us as long as a song of thanksgiving to thank the Sacred Heart of Jesus for His visit and His stay in us through the Eucharist and grace. Now, action. Repeat many times and leave the word today. My soul glorifies the Lord.